The CU Buffs are entering the 2025 college football season without a top 25 ranking. This is your Denver Sports Daily for August 12th.
The biggest stories, the latest news. It's Denver Sports Daily.
The AP rankings for the upcoming season of NCAA football came out, and the Buffs did not make the list. Now, of course, there's a lot of reasons why they didn't make that list, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But first and foremost, the top 5 in the top 25 are as goes. Texas is number 1, Penn State is number 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, and Georgia number 5. Those are all very fair. And you'll notice, of course, that the SEC and the Big Ten are taking up all of those positions. And, that's how it always is. You're looking around college football and everywhere, it's only going to be SEC and Big Ten. When you're talking about college football, it's SEC and Big Ten. So, of course, you're not expecting the CU Buffs, even if they were amazing last year and won the national championship. Well, that's a different story, but it got into the playoffs. We probably wouldn't even see them in the top 25. But the CU Buffs finished last season ranking 23rd in the country, and had they not lost to Kansas late in the season, they could have made a run for the college football playoff. Now, they're entering this season, of course, with a much different looking unit, and that's why you're not seeing them ranked in the top 25, because, of course, their big name players are all gone. I mean, you're looking at Shedeur Sanders, who's on the Browns now. You got Travis Hunter in the league, one of the top 3 picks, pick number 2 in the NFL draft. Of course, that's going to leave a mark. You don't have those guys on this team any longer. And not only them, but you lost players like Jimmy Horn. You lost players like LeJonte Wester. Those guys are all gone. You don't have your playmakers that you had and were used to last season. So, of course, there's going to be a big difference this year. Even if they did finish in the top 25 last year, it won't be the same at all this year. And you can't expect them to be ranked in the top 25 when they lost all of their big playmakers. Now, of course, they have their new guys. They've got Caden Salter and Julian Lewis. They've got those two guys, both fighting for the QB spot. Caden Salter will most likely get that QB spot because he's been in college football longer. He's entering his 5th season after playing 4 at Liberty. So he knows how to play college football. He's been here 4 years. So, of course, the 5th year is going to get a starting spot, most likely. But Julian Lewis is a 5-star freshman. That guy's got a lot of the upside on him is insane. So him coming to play here at CU, it's going to be big. It's going to be great. But the problem is you got this 5-star who obviously wants to play. Is there going to be a problem when he doesn't get the starting job over Caden Salter? Or is Coach Prime kind of doing this, looking right here, and then pulling this out? Is Caden Salter likely being said that he's going to be the starting QB when it's actually going to be Julian Lewis? We could see both ways, because honestly, Caden Salter has been okay in college football. He's been, pretty solid at Liberty. But Julian Lewis, if he comes out there and makes a splash, then we're going to see a very different look for this CU Buffs team. So a lot of things to look forward to for this next Buffs season. Going into this without a top 25 ranking is huge. They're having 3 ranked matchups this year, so they're going to have a chance to gain a top 25 position. They're just going to have to wait for those matchups to come. And if they can win all of those big name matchups where they're going to be going up against some ranked teams, then they'll be able to, get into that top 25. They're going up against Iowa State. They're going up against Arizona State and then Kansas State. All of those 3 teams are starting the season with rankings. So if they can go out there and just win those, would be very, very fun to see. Now, moving on, the Nuggets schedule release will be happening this week. Such a fun time of year when you're getting to see all the schedules come out for different teams. We saw the Avalanche had their schedule release a couple weeks ago, and now it's time for the Nuggets. They announced yesterday on social media that the schedule would be coming out later in the week, so we're likely going to see it on Thursday or Friday. But not only did they announce that the schedule will be coming out, they announced a few big games that the Nuggets will be headlining, and it wasn't necessarily the Nuggets announcing it. It was ESPN announcing that for the opening tip-off week for the NBA, the Nuggets would get one of the primetime games. They're going up against the Golden State Warriors on Thursday. October 23rd is when the Nuggets will be playing their first game of the season. It will be on ESPN, so definitely a big game. That'll be one of the first 4 games played in this new or NBA season. Huge game. Warriors Nuggets games are always so much fun. I mean, you remember they've always had storylines. I mean, the Nuggets were playing the Warriors when Jamal Murray suffered his terrible injury a couple seasons back, and then of course Nikola Jokic has had one of the greatest buzzer beaters of all time against the Warriors. I believe Monte Morris had a buzzer beater against the Warriors, and you can bring it back to when the Warriors won the NBA championship back in 2021. They beat the Nuggets on the way to the finals. So there's a lot of storylines here between the Warriors and the Nuggets. So having them headline the opening 4 games for this NBA season is definitely a great move. And not only are they opening up the season against the Warriors, they are also getting another primetime game, as they will be the final game on Christmas Day, where they'll be taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Huge. I mean, big game. You talk about rivalries. I don't know very many rivalries in the NBA right now that are better than the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. The only other one that I can think that's better is the Nuggets versus the Lakers, because you know that LA hates Denver and Denver is not fond of LA. So those two are seriously the biggest rivalries in all of the NBA. I really can't think of anything bigger. I mean, maybe Knicks and Celtics. They hate each other. Knicks, Hawks. Those are fun, but the Timberwolves and the Nuggets headlining Christmas Day. They are putting the stamp on Christmas Day, the final game of the night. So they'll be tipping off at 8:30 p.m. on Christmas Day. Definitely going to be a huge game. You know, the Nuggets are getting a lot of respect. They're headlining opening week, and then they're headlining Christmas Day. I mean, what more can you ask from? So, of course, I can't wait to see what the real schedule looks like, but getting a little glimpse into what those 2 big games are going to look like for the Denver Nuggets is a Christmas gift in and of itself. Now, moving on, Shedeur Sanders, despite having a great preseason game, is still very low on the depth chart. I don't know what the Browns are thinking. I don't know what's going on in their front office, where are their heads at. It's like that one Pixies song, but you're just trying to figure out where their minds are at, because Shedeur Sanders looked like the starter in the preseason game that he played against the Carolina Panthers. He looked like the best quarterback out there. He was amazing. He was 14 of 23, 138 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, led his team to a 30-10 win over the Carolina Panthers, was doing his watch Selly, showing it up. He was having a great game, but somehow he is still the 4th QB on the depth chart for the Cleveland Browns. What is going on in that locker room? What's going on that they're not telling us? There has to be something, because Shedeur Sanders proved that he should be a top 2 quarterback in this depth chart. I mean, you didn't even see Joe Flacco play. You didn't see Kenny Pickett play. What's the deal going on here? What are we looking at? What are we talking about here? Shedeur Sanders had a crazy game, and maybe they want to see a little bit more, but there is no reason for him to still be the 4th QB on the depth chart. It's getting to a point where honestly, it's not a coaching move anymore. It's not a front office move. It's just disrespect. It's not believing in somebody who's shown that you can believe in them. You can believe in Shedeur Sanders. I mean, he is legendary. He was in college, and he immediately went out there in the NFL in his first time taking the field and put up some crazy numbers. What's the deal with that? You got to give him another chance, and they're most likely going to in this next preseason game that they have, but they have to give him a chance in the regular season. If they don't, then he needs to think about a move, because this is not the best case scenario for him. He could definitely be somewhere better, playing at a higher level than the Browns are ever going to let him. I mean, you're talking about one of the most poverty franchises of all time. I mean, these guys have never treated a QB right. So why are we expecting them to treat Shedeur Sanders right? I'm just trying to talk myself into what kind of move are they making right now? What are they thinking? I have no idea. No idea at all. But that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I will be back with you guys again tomorrow. Of course, more training camp stuff is happening. We have a joint practice on Thursday for the final practice of training camp. And then the NFL season is right around the corner. And the college football season is really right around the corner. We only have about a week and a half left, maybe less. Yeah, it's crazy how quick that this has come. We are almost here to college football and the NFL season. It's right here. I can taste it. Now that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Until then, y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.